LEGO fans, so today Indobrickville is back with another review, but this time we have 5 different sets of LEGO Dreamzzz. So without further ado, let's get into this first and small one. Okay, so the first set we have Mateo's off-road dune buggy. So here we have the dune buggy, and this is actually one out of the 2 versions that you can make the dune buggy from. By the way, this set number is 71471. So the dune buggy is quite awesome. It has these 4 legs that are attached to wheels, and they're quite flexible. The other version is the quadcopter, which is shown in the book here. But we've decided to build the main set, which is the dune buggy. So the scenario is actually, so this character's name is Mateo, and the scenario is that this monster creature, the creature is called Z-Blob, is running away because he stole like an hourglass that I think belongs to Mateo. So Mateo is chasing him through the desert, forest, wherever, and he's trying to shoot him as well with the gun here. So if we push this down, it will. So this is loaded, the gun is loaded with a bullet. And so Mateo can, of course, kill the Z-Blob. I think that's it for this small set, so let's move on to the next set. Okay, so next up we have set number 71472. This set is called Izzie's Narwhal hot air balloon. So as you can see, it's different than the picture here because this again is has two different versions. So the one that we built is of course the main build, which is the hot air balloon. Another version that you guys can build is the chariot version. So it would be called Izzie's chariot. Okay. Izzie's narwhal chariot. Yeah. Okay, so the art is really cool, and the art for the hot air balloon is also really nice. Okay. So again, there are a few minifigures. The first one is of course the owner of the hot air balloon is Izzie. So Izzie is holding on to the hot air balloon. Hold on. Okay, so Izzie, this is Izzie. She is holding a sword. Very nice. She has like a neon, slightly see-through hair. Very nice. And also, of course, armor. Okay, putting her back. Oops. Okay, let's just put her beside the hot air balloon. And here we have the main villain. The main villain is called Grimmspawn. So of course Grimmspawn is the villain, so it's natural that he's trying to hold someone captive or victim, and the bunny is called Bunchu. So Grimmspawn has wings, and he is of course trying to steal Bunchu for something, and then he's maybe trying to get away, but then Izzie with her hot air balloon of course is trying to get them. Alright, so I think, okay, so maybe there are just a few features on this set is that the tails and then the fins can move as well, and also the horn can slightly move. And I think apart from that, I think it's the only features it has. And there's like railings here, and then these lights can also move. Okay, I think that's it. Let us move on to the next set. Okay, so here we have the set 71475. This set is called Mr. Oz's Space Car. So this is the owner of the space car, Mr. Oz himself. He is wearing some sort of armor. Very beefy, of course. So again, these are actually just one of the 2 versions that you can make this car with. and this version is the base form. So this is actually not a version, but this is just a basic form. So the one we have is actually this one. Hold on. This one. This is the space car version. And of course, this is the main version. Next, we have the space rover version. And the version is like this. Oops, sorry. Okay, like this. So both look very nice and attractive. But first, before that, let us talk about the minifigures. So here again we have Mr. Oz and his blaster that unfortunately cannot shoot. And then next we have his assistant. He is called Albert. So since the scenario is in another planet, so it makes sense that he is wearing like a space helmet with maybe a wrench. And then he is riding a rover, a space rover. So the scenario is that Mr. Oz is trying to save someone named Jaden. So this is Jaden, and again this is one of the versions of the Grimmspawn. This is one of the versions of the Grimmspawn. So this one looks even more menacing. It has like a brain, very nice brain actually, and then wings, and then tentacles, 2 pairs of tentacles. Very nice, and of course an eye in the middle. So the scenario is that Jaden is being captured by the Grimmspawn, and Mr. Oz and his assistant Albert is trying to save him with the space car, of course. So I think that is a very nice scenario. Okay, one more feature that is not present here but is present in the space rover is that this tiny rover here will change into like a spaceship here, because in the space rover version Albert is riding a mini spaceship. Right here. Okay. Alright, going on to the features of the ship or of the space car. You can see that up front, replacing its 2 front wheels, we have like Gatling guns. 2 Gatling guns. And then at the front we have a nameplate, and then as you can see I'm moving around like a module at the top. And the top module contains a radar and of course an arm here. So the arm here, we can open the arm, but it sequentially moves upwards. So this is probably for catching the satellites, and we can move both of them to the side as well. So quite a wide range variety of movement we have. And for the wings here, we can slightly tilt them down and upwards. So I think at the back we have 4 different thrusters that can spin and rotate individually. Sorry for the tilting. So I think it is very nice, and inside we can open the cockpit. Okay, so this is where Mr. Oz is supposed to be, inside the cockpit. Okay, perfect. Then there he is inside the cockpit. I'm not sure if I can close it up with his gun. I think I have to remove his gun. Okay, wait, let me remove his gun first. And let me close him up. Okay. So Mr. Oz is fully inside the space car, and let me retract back the arm, and I think that's it for this set, and let's move on to the next set. Okay, so here we have the set name is Zoey and Zian, the cat owl. So the set number is 71476. So here again, as I have said previously before, I think almost all of the sets have two versions, and here we have one of them. So this version is the cat owl. So we can see by the art, the cartoon splash art, I'm pretty sure it's what it's called over here. This is the art for the cat owl. Alright, so let me show you the other version of the set. So this is the other version of the set. It's called the Cat Peacock. So I think both looks, of course, nice in their own way, unique. And of course there's splash art. It's really nice. Okay, so moving on to the build, the set itself. I think it is very nice and it is quite, I'd say, good for a collection because there are a lot of minifigures here. So let me introduce you guys to the minifigures. So this minifigure first is the villain, of course. The villain is called Night Hunter, and Night Hunter is riding on his mount. Is some sort of bat that can shoot as well, so if we pull the trigger it can shoot, but of course we're not gonna shoot that right now. And then we have his minions. Okay, so his minions have chains and they are trying to attack Zian, which is the cat owl here, and then we have Zoey here. So Zoey is, I'm pretty sure, the owner of the cat owl. So Zoey has a bow that can of course shoot and a time glass. Okay, let's put her back. Okay, next we have Cooper. So Cooper is riding a bike, and the bike is, I think, going really fast and it's shooting flames from the back. So of course another thing to mention is that Cooper is holding a really massive hammer, a rocket hammer. I think behind these rockets are like jets, which I think they should make more of because the hammer looks really nice. And I think these types of hammers are one of my personal favorites. The hammer can of course turn around, switch. But I think that's a feature. Then there are spikes on the middle. Very nice. And then let's go to the main build, which is Zian. Move this out of the way. Okay, here. So the cat owl, very nice, has wings that we can move around with quite a lot of freedom as well. And all of these are ball joints, so we can also move all of these feathers, I think. Feathers quite freely because these are ball joints. And then the wing here is also a ball joint. Goes along with the other side. And the head is also a ball joint. So we can move along the head. We can also move the tail. Also a ball joint, so there are a lot of ball joints here. And all of the legs are on a... Oh, it's not a ball joint, but we can move it front and back for the back legs. And then for the front legs, we can also move it back and forth. But we cannot move it to the side, except for these, for his lower part of the leg. For his lower leg area. We can move it side to side. And then of course for his ankle joints, we can move it up and down. Yeah. Okay, I think the same goes for the back as well. Same goes for the back. We can move the ankles up and down, and we can also move the lower part of the leg left and right. And I think that is about it for this set. And finally we have the last set, so let's move on to the last set. Okay, here we have our last set for the day, and this is called the Sandman's Castle. And this set is the number is 71477. So we can, as you can see here, we have of course the main version of this castle. There are two versions again, as per all the sets. So let's take a look at the second version. The second version is, okay, it's this one. So this is the second version of the Sandman's Castle. Personally, I think this one looks better, but maybe you guys can leave down what you guys think, your opinions in the comments below. Okay, going back to our version at the bottom here, moving that aside, we can see, let's start off with the minifigures. We can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minifigures along with this dog and also this spider. So let's start with the spider first. And the spider is actually a mount where the villain is riding. So this spider has two children, two baby spiders over here. Two baby spiders. And then let's move on to the villain, which is the Never Witch. The villainous Never Witch. So the Never Witch is holding a staff, has like a crown with like a pink gem maybe, and then her hair is pink. And then she has like some details maybe related to evil in her clothes and pants. Okay, moving on to the heroes. We first have, of course, iconic Izzie. Next we have another iconic hero in this LEGO Dreamzzz set, which is Mateo. Of course, he is holding his spear. Then next we have the Sandman. So maybe he is the owner of this place. Maybe he owns the place, because as the name suggests, the Sandman's Castle. And then finally we have Logan. So Logan, he is joining the good guys today. He has a hockey stick, and maybe he can help out, who knows. And then here we have the minion of the Never Witch, so maybe put that aside. And then we have Izzie's companion. I'm not sure what his name is, but I think he looks like a bird or maybe a phoenix. So this is Izzie's phoenix maybe. Okay. So going, maybe let's put the minifigures to the side. And then put the castle up at the front. So here, a very nice looking castle compared to the longer one that we saw in the book. I think again I like this one slightly better. And checking out the features, let us go to the main entrance. So in the main entrance we can see that there is a pair of wooden doors. But of course before that we're greeted by some, I think, lanterns. There's a balcony at the top, to the side as well, and then some steps leading up to the main wooden door of the palace, of the castle. And and then we can actually open the door. So we can push the door. Let's push the door, and then we can go inside. So of course, once we are inside, later we can show you the back view. But here, if we go to the side, we have like some sort of gear decoration, and then leading up to the sticker. I think this is a sticker of a wall. So nice sticker, and then another sticker here, and then there is, I'm not sure what this is, and then there's a clock here. Going up, there is an hourglass and like the sign of maybe the castle, and then there are spikes to indicate some railings maybe. And here we have some actual railings, but beside that we have a nice blue tree. A blue colored tree with, no, a tree with blue colored leaves, yeah. Then we have another clock here, and then we have like some sort of roof decoration maybe. And then to the side we have another small balcony with a telescope. Okay, and then moving up another floor, we have some sort of terrace with actual railings here again, and then a smaller plant of the tree with blue colored leaves. And then here inside we can actually see, I think, a map or a book. Yes, a book. And then of course the gear decoration continues out on the other side. And then another really nice feature is that here on the top side of the clock tower, or whatever you want to call it, we can, the more we spin the hands of time, I think the more the top moves, it spins around. So I think that's a really nice addition, because at the top here we can see that there is an hourglass, so maybe this castle is strongly related to time. But I didn't watch the movie, so I'm not sure if Sandman has to do anything with time, but maybe he does. And then at the top here we have like some sort of crystals leading up to this crystal ball. Again, maybe it has a strong relation to time, but I also don't know. Okay, it's spinning again. This looks really cool. And then I think that's it. So we can go to the back side now. And yeah, let's go to the back side. Okay, so here we have the back side, and upon entering the castle doors, I don't know if you guys can see that, upon entering the castle doors, we are greeted with a alchemy lab. There are like potions maybe being made here, some crystals, some brewing materials, and then here we have, I think, I think this is a weapon slot for weapons, of course, or some swords maybe, or axes. So this is where you guys can put your weapons if you guys have any. And then I think going up to the second floor, yeah, there's not that much on the interior. And this is just the back view. Okay, here for this floor, for the third floor, we can see more to the book that we're seeing. Oh yes, so this is a book about maybe time. I think this is about time as well. So very nice, and of course we have the inner workings of the gears. So maybe we can spin the gears individually, and then we can see the tower, the top of the tower spinning. And of course, again, I can't stress that it looks nice, very nice. Okay, so I think that's all there is to talk about for this back end set. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys like the videos, and maybe you guys can like, subscribe, comment whatever your thoughts are about these 5 different sets of LEGO Dreamzzz, and maybe if you guys are interested in buying them as well. So thank you again for watching. See you!